Hi, it's me again with Corel tips and tricks. Not all that big of a deal, but it might teach you a couple of tools. And I got the idea from the other day when I did something with a triangle. And if we take the polygon tool, set on three-sided, and hold down the control button, and then rotate it. I like rotating at 30 degrees, and then I actually like it fitting in this direction. Now, you can see that it's the nodes are equally spaced, but if we select any of those nodes and hit delete, it gets rid of those nodes. But we need more nodes. So I'm going to take my shape tool and select it. I'm going to click twice, and that gives us equally spaced out nodes. So now I'm going to take a 2-point line, and the nodes disappear, but if you go to that where that node is and go from node to node, and then down here from node to node, you get that right there. Now, we need to do a couple of things, and one thing we need to do is just take away that line because we want this one to be longer. I'm going to select the whole thing with the pick tool, and I'm going to go to object and convert it to a curve. And by doing that, now I can pick, with the shape tool, I can pick that node and go up to, and there's a couple of things we could do ahead of time, but let's go ahead and do it in this order. Go to Dockers and Corners, and I already had it set on 1.5 and it worked out perfectly. So it made that line a little bit longer, just delete that line. Now the other line, you almost have to just kind of freehand. So we want it just to start here. So I'm going to use the 3-point curve line. And I'm going to go from that node up into here. And then I'm actually going to hold down the control button and get a perfect arch. Now I can delete that one, but we need to round off this one. But if you remember, these are actually two lines. Well, they're already connected, so it works out there good. No, it's this one we need to curve. So I need to just slice this line away. And that's really kind of for the video. There's two sets of nodes there. Select them both, go up to Windows, Dockers, and join curves. And no matter what it's set on, just hit apply. I have it set like at 0.1. And then while we're here, we can select this. And then 1.5 works again. Now you could curve the other ones, but I felt it looked pretty good like this. And I'm a little bit not perfect there, but we're okay. I'm going to use a different color this time. I'm going to get the Smart Fill tool. I'm going to use that burnt orange. I'm going to fill that in and that in. And then I'm going to take this one, and that actually looks like it's going behind that. So I'm going to get the interactive fill tool and just put a little bit of black there. Now with this color, I don't really know what to pick for the other edge. No, see, and that's a good lesson. You need to click off that and click that with your pick tool before you space another one. And red isn't going to really work. It's going to be darker. You know what? No. Let's see if there's another orange. When people like myself use RGB, there's just not that much to pick from. And that's not terrible. Let's make it a little yellow. That looks okay. And then all I did was group it together, Control G, Control D. And then I mirrored it, holding down the two-sided. I didn't want them touching. My nudge factor is so big, so I'm just going to grab it. And while holding down the control button, you've got to start moving it first, and then hold down the control button. The control button will not let you get off line. And if we take in a black box, it's acceptable. I don't really think you could spin it because it's not at well, maybe it will be Control G, Control D, and rotate it 90 degrees. See, it's just not, it's pretty cool, but to do that, you'd have to have these spaced out a little more. So let's just do that. Let's start moving it. And if I hold down the control button, you see it'll jump to another spot. and I must have made a duplicate of it. And now let's grab these, Control G, Control D, and it's a centerable item, so we don't have to do anything. You just rotate it 90 degrees. So that is pretty cool. I don't know what you'd ever do with that, but it's a little different. I still like the blue one the best, if you look. Anyway, I hope that gave you a little information on a couple of tools, and thank you for watching.